Further member statements. The chair recognizes Honourable Member for Fox Hill.
Speaker, if you will, when I spoke, when I was on my feet earlier, I neglected to join with my colleagues who spoke after me and member for Elizabeth who spoke before me to acknowledge the untimely passing of Latore Mackey. And I want to do this on behalf of the constituents of Fox Hill, because I recall when I was burying my father who had been cremated, and we were all standing around the grave the next morning after the service took place, and we put the urn in the ground, and the priest had said the prayers, and that was the end of that. And one of my cousins looked at me and said, "You mean we can put him down in the ground dry, so at least we got to sing one hymn." So we then sang a hymn. I want to do this because Latore Mackey, by any standard, could have been a member of this House of Assembly. In fact, it was his vocation to actually be here. But in the 2012 election, as it turned out, there are many people who came before him, and he was content to take another role. He was a smart man, there's no question about it, believed in our country, the Bahamas, and was a convert to the Progressive Liberal Party coming from an activist tradition, and helped to work in what we call the war room to help build the consensus which got many of us elected here today. He was sitting in the gallery just a week ago, and so he's a familiar face to us all. So it was really shocking for us to hear this morning that someone that we knew so well has lost his life in these circumstances. And there's really no answer to it. I say to my constituents all the time, the occasions when you're trying to look for an answer, the only book that I know of that provides some solace is the book of Job, a man who lost everything inexplicably, but was able to say at the end of the day, the Lord gives, the Lord takes away, blessed be the name of the Lord. There's only one answer to it. But I'd also like at this time, given his vocation to come to this place, to remember the words of Martin Luther King, who spoke on the eve of his death at the age of 38. And he said something like this, that he was not afraid anymore, that he would like to live a long life. He said longevity has its place, but I think he said, I'm not afraid. He said, I've been to the mountaintop. I've seen the promised land. Right. But one day. So let him rest in peace.